Hello, welcome back to another video diary entry by Connor Morphin Hickok. Just a quick note, I was not able to do this yesterday because I woke up too late, unfortunately. I woke up around like 5:40 and then I got dressed and I got ready for the day, and alongside that, I also rather not have my mom know that I'm going out at 5 in the morning. I'm pretty sure she still doesn't know. If she does, then whatever. Hold on, just let me tie my shoe. It untied on my way here. Just let me tie this, and then I'll talk about stuff. Double notch that thing. Alright. So last time I did this, it was May 5th. So we're gonna start there. May 5th was last Monday. Last Monday was fun. My classes went well that day. Mr. Pham did like the donuts I gave him, which made me happy. And around the time that I recorded that last video diary entry, I think it was the same day. I completed a New York Times Games mini crossword with no hints, like no blue letters, which I was really happy about. I was super happy when I did that. I also listened to a couple of my video diaries that day, and my gosh, I feel like I sound really weird. I feel like I sound super weird. Maybe that's just me, cause like, yeah, I just feel like I sound really weird in these recordings. Maybe that's just because I'm not using a microphone or anything. I'm just my phone audio. So yeah, there's that. And at the end of the school year is coming up. There's a little less than 3 weeks of school left, which makes me a little nervous of finals. But I feel like I'd be able to do it, because I was able to handle finals earlier this year, in December. Yeah, May 6th. Was last Tuesday. Last Tuesday was alright. I wrote here that I have a math quiz tomorrow, and I was a little worried about it. After school, me and Eric got on a call and we studied math. And then afterwards, we played a couple of Mega Strikers matches for the first time in a while together, and he actually played pretty well. And we had a lot of fun, you know. I don't care how well I did. I was playing goalie, so obviously I did not perform that well. But you know, I was mostly focused on how good Eric did, and he played really well. He played really decently, actually. Like, hell yeah, dude. Oh yeah, and then in my history class, we started this podcast. We started a podcast in my history class. I have finished it by now. It's like 6 minutes, because like our time frame for it was like 5 to 7 minutes long, and I hit right in the middle of the mark. I'm really happy with how my podcast came out. I was so happy about it. Yeah, because like I'll talk about like how much I worked on the weekend in a little bit. May 8th was last Thursday, I think, right? Because 4 days ago, because Monday. Yeah, so like last Thursday. Last Thursday was alright. Oh yeah, because I wrote here that on Wednesday the map just got delayed because Briones wasn't there. And then on last Thursday, it got delayed again because he wasn't there again. And I was starting to get really annoyed about it. And on Thursday, on Thursday, my history project was going well. I nearly had all of my ideas down. And then in English, on last Thursday, me and Cody had a lot of laughs in English because we were doing this project, and we were talking about stuff. We were like doing this assignment. We were talking about stuff, and you know, we were just having some fun. We did finish the assignment though. Don't worry. And then last Friday, I did have a physics test last Friday. It went really well. I did get my grades back. I got a 9 out of 10 on the multiple choice part of the test, and a full grade on the claim evidence reasoning part. So I did really good on that test. W test. By the time Friday was done, I was nearly done with the outline on my podcast project. I only had one more section to do, and then it would be done, and then I can start recording and editing. Oh, another thing, when I listen to my audio diary, when I listen to my video diaries, I realize I stutter a lot, and I go like, well, I realize I like stutter and stuff a lot. I don't really like the fact that I do that, and I have been trying to. What is that? What are you? Oh, what is that bug, bro? What the? Wait, where'd the moon go? Dude, because on my way over here, I saw the moon, and it looks really beautiful. Oh, it's right there. I don't know. Oh, you can't see it. Ah, wait, can you see it? Nah, you can't see it. Alright, it's fine. But this moon looks really beautiful right now. Anyways, I should probably get back to talking about this. I said again. Okay, whatever. But yeah, I only had one more section that needed to be done on my history podcast, which I was really happy with. The robotics meeting last Friday was also really productive. And my job went well on Friday. I actually did really enjoy the main performer's show. I think his name was Harry. I forgot his last name, but his first name was Harry. And his performance was really good. It was really funny. It was really funny as well. And on Friday, I finally, after months, got through all of my main music storage. Cause I have a Discord server where for the past 3 or so years I've been storing music. I finally got through my main storage chats in that server, which I was so happy with. I have another chat that I've been saving some links in, but I'm gonna go through that once I get through all my watch laters on both my personal and my school account. My school account is a little over 200, and then my personal account is 600 plus. So it's still going to take a while for me to listen through all the music that I want to, but that's a huge achievement or milestone for me in my music listening journey, I call it. And then last Saturday, oh boy, dude, over the weekend I basically was just in my room the whole weekend working on my podcast. Saturday I was about to lose my mind because I was trying to edit for 2 hours, failed miserably. I took a shower, and then I realized, why am I trying to edit before I record? So then after my shower, I recorded all my lines. It took a little over an hour and a half, which isn't bad, honestly. There was one section that I failed a lot at, but I eventually got it down. And then I also did delete Dokkan last Saturday, because I decided that it's just taking up too much of my screen time. It's too much screen time. And I'm trying to lower down on my screen time recently. I don't really want to have a phone addiction. I don't. I wouldn't say I do. I wouldn't say I have a phone addiction. I do listen to music a lot on my phone, but that's really the only thing other than talking to my friends. So, yeah, I'm trying not to have a phone addiction. I'm fine with using my computer a bunch. I don't mind that currently I don't mind using my computer a bunch, but my phone, no. Oh, and one of my favorite magicians, Tim, showed up at work last night, which is actually really surprising. I didn't expect him to show up, but he did, and it was great talking to him. Alright, now we're down to Saturday and yesterday, which is Monday. Saturday was fun. I finished my podcast and I edited it all together. It took me 3 hours to edit it. I eventually finished it halfway through the day, which was nice. I also I played some more Mega Strikers on Saturday. I've been winning a lot recently on Mega Strikers, which is cool. And I've also been trying out characters I normally don't play, like X and Luna. Because back in like season 1 or season 2, I used to play a lot of Luna, but I haven't played Luna recently. And I've been watching some pro Mega Strikers tournaments, which has made me want to play Luna again. And I'm still pretty decent at her, you know. I'm still getting back into the rhythm of playing her. We did celebrate Mother's Day on Saturday. We went to Yard House for dinner, and we got my mom some gifts. Of course, at Yard House, I had to get my Gardein barbecue chicken salad. Of course I did. I had to. It's too good. I don't know if you guys can hear that. There's birds chirping right now. It's not the biggest deal ever, though. And finally yesterday we have this Monday, yesterday. Yesterday was great. I had my math quiz finally yesterday. It was on the unit circle. It's like trigonometry stuff. I got a 20 out of 32. I wish I got 32 out of 32 because I still have a B. But in my opinion, I only have a B right now because he hasn't input the chapter 8 test grade for some reason, even though he's done it for my brother's class. I don't know, man. But yeah. So I got a high B on that test, and I will for sure take that. Hell yeah, dude. I'll definitely take that test grade. And then I actually finished my podcast project yesterday because the only thing I had left to do was cite my sources on my transcript, and then I was done. So I did that in history class yesterday. And like I said at the start of this, I woke up too late yesterday to record a video diary entry, which I was kind of upset about. But now you get to hear me talk about yesterday. So, decent trade-off. You can still see the moon. And I just want to say, I am starting to get real tired of people at school. Now, don't get me wrong. I love hanging out with my friends at school, and most of the time, I do complain about school sometimes, but I genuinely do like going to school. I genuinely like school. And I am planning on going to college. But, God, some of the kids at school, I like to use the word delinquents. Like, there are some kids at my school there are a bunch of kids at Concord High that are such delinquents. And while 90% of them, or while 99% of the time they don't do anything to me specifically, just being in their presence is exhausting and so annoying. I've also been feeling pretty lonely lately, and I know I've said I moved on from Serenity. I have, okay? I know I keep talking about her. I genuinely have moved on from Serenity. My feelings for her are, not really there anymore. So, but it's like, gosh, ever since then, I've just, been much more self-conscious about not having a partner. Don't get me wrong. Okay, here's the thing. The best way I would describe high school love, a lot of people say high school love is not a good thing. I'm not gonna agree or disagree with you on that. But in my opinion, the best way to describe high school love is it's a great thing to experience, but it's not necessary. It's not a necessary thing to have a relationship in middle school or high school. It's cool. It's definitely a good experience to have. Don't get me wrong, it's definitely a good experience. But it's not necessary. You don't need it. Which has practically been my mindset. That's basically been my mindset throughout the entirety of middle school and high school. It's a great thing to have in that time period, but I don't need it. I don't need it to improve or grow. And, my plan is, hopefully I can get one in college. Hopefully I can get into a relationship in college. I mean, one time I did ask Serenity about, what she thinks about me as a person, and she thinks I'm a great person. She thinks that I definitely have a chance to get into a relationship, which, I do still slightly struggle with some self-esteem issues, so, I'm a bit skeptical on what she says, but I'm not gonna fully disagree with her on that. I say I have some good qualities in myself. But, not everyone is perfect. I do have some flaws. I mean, yeah, that's really all I wanted to talk about. I should probably head back soon. What time is it, actually? Oh, it's like 5:33. I should probably head back soon. Oh, actually, one more thing I want to talk about. Recently, my push-ups in the morning, my minimum, my 100 push-ups has kind of become my minimum, because I've started to do 200, 300 a morning, which is awesome. I love that. And my one thing, I'm still doing sets. Don't get me, no, I'm not doing it all in one go. Don't worry, that's like crazy for me. I'm still doing them in sets of 25, and then after I get to 100, sets of 20. And then, on the first day of summer, the first thing I'm planning on doing, 1,000 push-ups, which sounds crazy. I know, it sounds insane. 1,000 push-ups, that sounds crazy. But I can do 300 fairly quickly. And I'm still willing to do more push-ups after 300. Like, I'm not exhausted after 300 push-ups. I think I could do 1,000. So we'll see. We'll see. Summer's really close. I'm really excited for summer this year. I have some plans for summer. Like the past summer, like last summer, was actually pretty boring. Cause I was just in my room. I was just in my house all day each day. And I didn't hang out with my friends much during summer, but me, Cody, Luke, and Eric are all considering to have multiple hangouts during summer and at different places. I'm planning on looking for community service volunteering on my own. Cause don't get me wrong, Key Club is a great way to do community service for me right now, but I need to like spread my wings and look for it on my own now. I'm definitely planning on doing that this summer, and I'm doing driver's ed. And I'm gonna have AP work. And we're gonna go to Florida this summer. I'm actually super excited for summer this year. I feel like this is probably gonna be one of the best summers I'm gonna ever have. No, like hands down. I'm really excited about summer. I'm really excited about it. And okay, I know I keep going like, oh, I need to get back. But one last thing. In my physics class, at the end of each chapter, we do a chapter reflection slideshow. A Google slideshow where you answer a few questions. It's the same questions each slideshow for each chapter, where you answer a few questions about the chapter, like your thoughts on it, what assignments you think were great, stuff like that. And on every single slideshow throughout this year, I've put music recommendations on the slideshows. Now, what I do is, whenever a new slideshow comes up, I would open every slideshow prior to that to make sure I'm not recommending the same songs twice. It literally takes me like hour plus to do that assignment. Not because of the questions, but because I'm trying to provide thoughtful, good quality music recommendations. And we actually just did the final chapter reflection, because while we do have one more chapter, we're not going to have time to do it after the final. So what I decided to do is I decided to add another slide, and I decided to add a little note to Mr. Pham about thanking him for this year in his class, because he's definitely one of my favorite classes of all time. Because his teaching style was, I even wrote it in that slide. His teaching style was very foreign to me at first. It was very different from what I was used to, but I ended up really liking it, and it definitely helped me out a lot, especially those 1-minute meditations we do at the start of class. Those were so helpful and made me realize how useful meditation is, and that meditation isn't necessarily just like doing this. This isn't necessarily sitting down, not doing anything. Like, I would consider my walks meditation, because in Mr. Pham's words, meditation is doing anything, but you always like come back to your breathing. And during my walks, that's true for me. Like, I could be walking, just letting my mind go loose for 30 minutes, and then but in random intervals, I just like suddenly focus on my breathing. And to me, that makes me feel that makes me believe that makes me consider that like meditation. You know? I don't know. I'm at a really happy point in my life right now. Honestly, life is just good for me right now. Despite some of the negatives I'm experiencing recently, life is good, man, and it's gonna keep getting better. So okay, on that note, I'm finally gonna head back because I need to upload this, and I already did 100 push-ups this morning. I'm probably gonna be fine with just 100 push-ups this morning. So yeah, I'm gonna head back, relax, get ready, just chill out before I have to go to school, and I'll see you guys again later. Goodbye.